So, Russell, off the back of your C2C run back in March, obviously performing in London, Glasgow, and Dublin, you kicked off this sold out UK tour last Tuesday in Bristol. Tonight, you're performing in Belfast for the very first time here at the Empire. Tickets for this gig, I mean, they sold out within minutes of going on sale. I think every gig I've been to since, be it country, pop, rock, people have cornered me and asked me, can you get me into Russell Dickerson? Wow. How have the last week of shows been for you, and how are you feeling right now, or are you just constantly in a permanent state of tiredness?
Yes, constantly exhausted. But I mean, you know what? You just gotta nap when you can, sleep when you can, and if it was easy, anybody would do it, you know? Yeah. But to be here, I guess I just found out today this show sold out like 20 minutes, and so that's huge, man. It's like, you know, the competitive side of me is like, oh, well, I want bigger show. I want to sell out, you know, whatever stadium. But it's like the fact that you know, we're here, we're over here, sold out in 20 minutes that's a huge accomplishment, man. I'm stoked about that.
Your current collaboration with Jake Scott, She Likes It, that is climbing the American country charts as we speak. You recently announced that this song is now going to feature on your self-titled third album, which is coming out on November 4th. I noticed that you co-wrote and co-produced all 15 tracks. Tell me a bit about the writing and recording of this one and how, if so, it maybe differs from the previous two releases.
This was kind of started writing these songs in 2020 to where I was like rejuvenated. You know, we had all year off, you know what I mean? Like we had time to chill, relax, recover. Then it was like, all right, now that I'm back to normal, you know, feeling normal again, like let's start writing. Let's start, you know, digging into album 3. And really it was just kind of just writing, just kept writing, and then I just picked my 15 favorite songs that like I wanted to listen to over and over again. There wasn't this big grandiose meta reasoning behind it. I was just like, these are 15 of my favorite songs I've ever written, so I'm gonna put these. I'm gonna tell a story with these songs, and that's gonna be album 3. And I'm so proud of it. It's like, She Likes It's already platinum off of the album. I Remember is on pop radio in America. So, like, this is already my biggest record ever, and it's not even out yet.
There's 2 songs apart from She Likes It from the album that you can download and stream right now. I want to ask you about those. Firstly, I Wonder. Mm-hmm. You wrote that with John Knight and Casey Brown. It's got this lovely sort of stadium rock sing-along quality to it. Do you know what I really love about it? The fact that the vocals are layered in the chorus. It gives it almost like a Lenny Kravitz quality to it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, all right. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, this is just kind of that. I Wonder is just like an autobiographical, just kind of line by line of me and my wife when we broke up in college. And I told her, I was like, I don't think you're the one, and just drove away. And instantly I was like, did I just make the biggest mistake of my life? Whatever. And so, you know, production wise, that I feel like we really encompass that. There's lots of tension in the instruments. There's lots of just like this building anxiety, this building tension, and especially verse 2. And from there on, it's like just this, like, oh God, like that's what was like going on in my head. That's what it felt like.
Yeah. And Big Whales, you wrote that with Ashley Gorley, Hunter Phelps, and Ben Johnson. Very of the moment, almost a Walker Hayes vibe going on, yeah?
I mean, sure. I feel like it's you know, that's my sound with She Likes It, even like the 808, I'm not afraid to lean into. I love hip hop, I love pop, I love country, I love all kind of genres, and that's my thing with this whole album is like I'm not just gonna put out the same old run of the mill, just kind of predictable that's been done before. Like I'm pushing, I'm going, I'm always gonna be pushing. Like, and you know, it might not be for everybody, but it's working here. You know, it's for somebody.
When you come to creating a song from scratch, and maybe it depends from time to time differently, but what generally comes first? Is it the lyrics or the music?
I'd say probably song title and concepts, and then you kind of go from there of like, all right, well, what does that hook sound like? And I like to work backwards, is like get a cool hook together, something that kind of, you know, the last couple lines of the chorus, and then kind of go backwards from there. Like, all right, what do we want to say here now, and all that stuff. Yeah.
And you're kicking off a headlining run in the US next month. You must be absolutely buzzing to take this new album to the stage.
Oh, absolutely, man! I can't wait. We're already playing 3 or 4 new songs already. Because She Likes It's out, I Wonder's out, Big Wheels is out, playing a couple more acoustic songs, and yeah, man, I'm ready to add a lot more to that. There's 12 more songs to add.
When we last spoke at C2C Dublin back in March, you were literally just about to tour America opening for Tim McGraw, which is like the stuff that dreams are made of. Did the reality live up to the dream?
Dude, I think it exceeded it. It's just like every night watching Tim McGraw out there, hearing his songs, he told us on tour after a show, he's like, it's all about the songs. And if there's anybody that I trust that advice from, it's Tim McGraw, because if you look, he's always had just timeless songs, man. And so yeah, I mean, even like when we were working out together, like you just look over and he's like jacked out of his mind, and that's all cool and stuff, and it's like, it's freaking Tim McGraw. Like, and just to go back to like my 16-year-old self of like listening to something like that, and 17 and all that off A Place in the Sun, is like, holy crap, this is the same guy, still here, still crushing it. And I don't know, man, it was definitely one of those, like, they're like, don't meet your heroes because they don't live up to it or whatever, is not true with Tim McGraw.
Obviously, he's a great actor, but from speaking to people who've toured with him, they always say the thing that stays with them is his ability on stage to really milk a moment. Is that the thing that you took away, or what was it that you observed?
Yeah, man. I mean, if anybody's seen my show, I'm running around, I'm jumping, I'm going crazy the whole time, I'm constantly moving, and he is like completely opposite. Like, he sticks. The phrase that I took away is stick it. Like, if there's a moment, he's gonna milk it. He's gonna stand right there, and all he has to do is touch his cowboy hat, and it's just, the crowd just explodes just from him going like that and like whatever. And I'm just like, dang. So what I took away is like, I don't have to be like, hey, look at me, I'm running, I'm full of energy, blah blah blah. It's just like, no, dude, like, they know the songs now, because that's what I was used to. It's like, all right, you don't know any of these songs, I'm going to entertain you regardless. But now they know the songs, they know me, they know it's going to be a party, but like, for yours, I can chill, I can stand, I can just sing the song, and I think it's going to be more effective than running around everywhere.
When you were 19, you dropped out of college, and you spent a few years on the road as Chris Tomlin's guitar tech. Mm-hmm. How eye-opening was that in a straight in there, opening eyes of the reality of life on the road is?
Well, first of all, we came to Belfast with Chris Tomlin.
Right.
Yeah. That was what made me fall in love with touring, being on the road. Like, I went from a college dorm room to a tour bus, waking up in a different city, playing arenas, setting up a stage, doing that, tuning guitars. And that just put this drive in me that was like, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. I want to have a guy who's tuning my guitars. I want a band. I want a lighting guy. I want a sound guy. I want I want to put on this amazing production every single night. That's just like what kept me going, was that whole experience.
And then what a full circle moment to, say full circle, literally, to perform with him on the Opry stage, but also then to record with him as well.
Yeah, so we performed at the Opry, and we also, we got together. He hit me up about the Chris Tomlin and Friends record, and we just started writing songs. And, blessed to have 3 total songs on that and the deluxe and everything, and it's great. Yeah, love it.
That's unbelievable. Playing the stadium at CMA Fest this year, and the people that event brings into Nashville from all over the world. In years gone by, country music was a very American-specific type of music. But these days, with artists like yourself, and we touched on this earlier, sort of digging into that pop crossover sound, the appeal has never been more widespread. Who is it out there that you would love to work with that people wouldn't expect?
Oh, I mean, Justin Timberlake, Usher, Timbaland, production-wise. Artist-wise, I mean, you name it, dude. Post Malone, Ty Dolla $ign, a new guy named Rod Wave, Jack Harlow.
Cool.
Like, that's all. Like, that's what I listen to.
Wow.
I listen to that and, like, worship music.
And just final question, I've heard whispers, and it may only just be at the sort of idea stage, but is there any truth to the rumour you may be plotting a return again next year?
Never know, dude. Never know. I mean, honestly, we don't know at this point. Okay. You know, we're still here right now, so still got to plan that, but could be. I don't know. No promises, but never know, man.
Cool. Russell Dickerson, always a pleasure. Yes. Again, the self-titled third album, it's out November 4th, and check out the 2 new tracks from it at the minute, I Wonder and Big Wheels. Cheers, man. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Cheers.